On the last round, we have discussed about the average value and the RMS value, the voltage and the current, and then uh, we have done the representation of sinusoidal signal by a phasor. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about phasor representation of voltage and current. Okay, so let the voltage and current waveform just write down. Let the voltage and current waveform are given by V is equals to Vm sine theta. Okay, and I is equals to Im sine theta plus phi, where theta is equals to omega t. Okay, so let's draw the simple waveforms of that. So this is your voltage waveform. This is Vm and this is I. Okay, so these are voltage and current waveforms. Okay, so we are representing both of these waveforms on the phasor in the phasor form, and as you can see that this will be Vm maximum voltage, and here it is here. Okay, and this must be Im maximum current. So this must be here. Okay, this is your Im maximum current, and as you can see that here it is coming, here it is coming, so this must be pi by 2 value. 90 degree, this must be pi 180 degree, and this must be 2 pi. Okay, this must be like this. And this must be the negative maximum value of the current. Actually it is some mismatches there, but you should draw it correctly. This is going to match this point. Okay, so these are the voltage and current waveform, and this is a circle. So what we need to do is, as you know that we have drawn the sinusoidal waveform for voltage in the last turn. This is this one, the outer circle is for voltage. And okay, so ये आपका यहाँ जीरो एंगल होगा P OP, this OP, and this OP, this must be the maximum value VM. okay, अब जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर हम बढ़ते चले जाएंगे या उसी तरह हमारा एंगल बढ़ता चला जाएगा, जैसे लास्ट राउंड में बताया था। यहाँ आएंगे हमारा तो VM साइन 90 डिग्री रहेगा, VM sin 90 is simply 1, तो VM मैक्सिमम, तो वी आर गेटिंग द VM मैक्सिमम ओवर हियर। तो यहाँ से जीरो से मैक्सिमम जाएगा, फिर ये जीरो आ जाएगा, देन इट इज़ नेगेटिव मैक्सिमम, देन इट इज़ जीरो। लाइकवाइज दिस साइनसॉइडल वेव इज मूविंग। ओके, ये तो आपका साइनसॉइडल वेव उसके लिए है, वोल्टेज के लिए। लेकिन अब हमारा यहाँ हमने जैसे रिप्रेजेंट किया है I इज इक्वल्स टू आई एम साइन थीटा प्लस फाई। ओके, तो अब इसका जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट होगा वो प्लस 5 डिग्री एंगल। हेयर वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग एज 5 डिग्री। ओके, 5 डिग्री, दिस पॉइंट इज योर Q एंड यू कैन ड्रॉ इट लाइकवाइज हेयर। अब जैसे ये इसका स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट वोल्टेज का क्या था OP, P इज द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ दैट। ये आपका फेजर डिफरेंस है वोल्टेज और करंट के बीच में कितना, 5 डिग्री का। 5 डिग्री का जो आपका ये एंगल डिफरेंस है, मींस करंट इज स्टार्टिंग आफ्टर 5 डिग्री। तो ये 5 डिग्री के बाद जब स्टार्ट हो रहा है आपका, तो दिस मस्ट बी द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट फॉर द करंट। अब जैसे जैसे ये स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट होगा, तो यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ, यहाँ से जाएगा तो ये 90 डिग्री हो गया, आई एम साइन 90 डिग्री, आई एम साइन 90 पर 1 होगा, तो यहाँ पर ये मैक्सिमम आपको मिल रहा है। उसी तरीके से जब हम यहाँ पर आएंगे तो ये यहाँ पर नेगेटिव जीरो हो जाएगा, उसी तरह ये नेगेटिव मैक्सिमम देन ज़ीरो, ये आपका इस तरह से चलता रहेगा। तो यहाँ आपका स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट जो है वो 5 डिग्री है, 5 डिग्री बाद, तो ये आपका स्टार्ट यहाँ से हो रहा है। तो दिस इज़ द सिंपल एंगल डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ दीज वोल्टेज एंड द करंट वेव फॉर्म, जो आप फेजर फॉर्म में यहाँ रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, ये आपका यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ था, तो योर साइनसॉइडल वेव इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द इनिशियल पॉइंट। ये आपका यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ है, तो Q से 5 डिग्री बाद से, तो ये आपका 5 डिग्री बाद जब स्टार्ट हुआ है, तो ये ज़ीरो जो होगा वो 5 डिग्री पहले हो गया। ठीक है, तो इस तरह से हम ये रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं कि एंगल डिफरेंस किस तरह से आपके वेव फॉर्म के फॉर्म में, फेज़र और वेव फॉर्म के फॉर्म में किस तरह से रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है। ठीक है, सो it can be seen, now you can write down, I am just writing few points over here. It can be seen from the waveform of two sinusoidal quantities voltage and current, that the voltage V lags the current, I by an angle phi। ओके, तो यहाँ से आपने देखा कि वोल्टेज जो है वो आपका करंट से 5 डिग्री लैग कर रहा है। ओके, So what does lagging means? Which means that the positive maximum value of current is reached earlier by an angle phi. ठीक है, यहाँ देखा आपने कि आपका मैक्सिमम ये जो वोल्टेज हो रहा है वो यहाँ हो रहा है 90 डिग्री पर, और ये हो रहा है यहाँ पर आपका मैक्सिमम करंट, जो मैक्सिमम हो रहा है यहाँ हो रहा है. इन दोनों के बीच का एंगल कितना है? ये फाई. मीन्स करंट आपका लीड कर रहा है. लीड करने से मीन्स क्या होता है? व्हेन द क्वांटिटी इज लीडिंग, तो वो पहले मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा, और विच इज लैगिंग वो बाद में मैक्सिमम होगा. तो आपका करंट यहाँ पहले मैक्सिमम हो गया, वोल्टेज आपका बाद में मैक्सिमम हो रहा है. अब इसी तरह से अगर ये लैगिंग होता, करंट लैग कर रहा होता, तो करंट आपका लैग कर रहा होता तो ये 5 डिग्री यहाँ बनता. ठीक है, ये यहाँ से आता, ये वेव फॉर्म जब आपकी यहाँ से स्टार्ट होती तो ये फिर आपका बाद में यहाँ जाके मैक्सिमम होता. ठीक है, ये आपकी वेव फॉर्म यहाँ से बनती, तो ये आपका यहाँ ये इस तरह से आपका मैक्सिमम होता आगे जाके. ठीक है, ये यहाँ मैक्सिमम होता आपका अगर ये लैगिंग होता. ठीक है, तो ये लीडिंग है इसलिए ये बाद में पहले मैक्सिमम हो रहा है, और वोल्टेज आपका लैगिंग है तो ये बाद में मैक्सिमम हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो इसलिए 5 डिग्री का इसमें डिफरेंस हमने शो किया है. तो वी हैव रिटन ऑल दीज थिंग्स. ऑलराइट, नाउ व्हाटएवर आई एम स्पीकिंग, जस्ट यू इफ यू वांट टू मेक नोट्स, देन आई हैव आल्सो टोल्ड यू अर्लियर दैट हर टर्न का आप नोट्स बनाते रहिएगा, बिकॉज इन द लास्ट might be I submit all those things as an assignment, as a part of an assignment. Okay, और अब आप यहाँ पर देखिए इन अ फेजर रोटेशन, ये आपका फेजर रोटेशन है. ठीक है, इसमें आप देखेंगे द वोल्टेज एंड करंट आर रिप्रेजेंट बाई ओपी एंड ओ क्यू. वोल्टेज आपका हमने यहाँ पर ये ओपी से रिप्रेजेंट किया है, ये है आपका, और करंट आपका ओ क्यू से यहाँ रिप्रेजेंट किया है. ठीक है, द वोल्टेज फेजर ओपी लैग्स द करंट फेजर ओ क्यू. लैग्स, this is moving here. Your OP, this lags the current phasor OQ. This is OQ by an angle phi, as the two phasor rotate in an anti-clockwise direction. ये आपका anti-clockwise direction में मूव करेगा. ठीक है, इन अदर वर्ड द करंट फेजर OQ लीड्स द वोल्टेज. अब आप इसको कह सकते हैं ये लैग कर रहा है, और दूसरी तरह ये कह सकते हैं ये लीड कर रहा है इससे. तो इन अदर लैंग्वेज यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट दिस. इन अदर वर्ड्स द करंट फेजर OQ leads the voltage phasor V, that is OP, by an angle phi. Okay, now let's going to write this in the phasor form. Now mathematically the two phasors can be represented in polar form with the voltage phasor V voltage phasor V taken as reference, such as V is written as V angle 0 and I written as I angle phi. Okay, why this? Because earlier we have represented voltage V was starting from here OP, ठीक है, ये यहाँ से आपका स्टार्ट हो रहा था, ये OQ यहाँ से आपका स्टार्ट हो रहा था फाई एंगल बाद से. तो वोल्टेज वी हैव टेकन वोल्टेज एज ए रेफरेंस, तो ये एंगल 0 है विद दिस रेफरेंस लाइन. ओके, एंड OQ with respect to this reference line it is starting from here, so I angle phi, this one. Okay, now in Cartesian or rectangular form this is the polar form. Okay, when the voltage with the angle is written, जब voltage को आप with respect to angle लिखेंगे with the angle, this is called polar form. I have written over here, this is the polar form. Okay, and the other one is the rectangular form. You can write this in rectangular form. In rectangular form it is also called Cartesian form. The phasors can be represented as V, which was in polar form it was V angle 0, and in Cartesian form or in the rectangular form it can be written as V plus J angle 0, J0. Okay, and this one current in the polar form it was I angle phi, this will become I cos phi plus J I sin phi. Okay, where J is equals to what you have studied earlier, J equals to under root minus 1. Okay, so this is the polar form and this is the rectangular form of this. Now next we are going to how we are going to add and add or subtract and multiplication division of this phasor. इनका addition और subtraction किस तरह होता है और multiplication और division कैसा होता है. You always remember these things. This is the polar form, okay, and this is the rectangular form. Okay, अब ये आप कहेंगे कि ये I cos phi plus I J I sin phi कैसे हुआ, तो this is also written in the same form, V cos phi plus J V sin phi. क्यों, अब ये कहते हैं यहाँ वैल्यू एंगल की कितनी है, 0 है, तो cos phi is what, cos of angle 0 should be 1, so this become V. Okay, plus JV sin phi sin 0 is 0, so this becomes 0. That's why we have written this V plus J angle 0. It is also written in the same form. Okay, now let's come to the addition and subtraction of the phasor. Okay, so how we are going to add and subtract these phasors? Now write down, for addition and subtraction or subtraction the phasor must be expressed in rectangular form. Okay, इसके लिए आपके phasors जो है वो rectangular form में होना चाहिए addition of subtraction के लिए. ठीक है, phasors should be in rectangular form. Now let us suppose the two phasors are given by, two phasors are A is equals to A theta A, okay, and B is represented as B theta B, B phasor. So this is the magnitude of the phasor and this is the angle difference. Same here, this is the magnitude and this is the phase angle. So in this case we have these two phasor are first transformed into rectangular form. Okay, पहले हम इनको rectangular form में convert करेंगे दोनों phasors को, then we are going to add or subtract this. So when we are going to convert this phasor A into rectangular form, so A, this is again we are writing, this is a polar form, this will become A cos phi we have written over there, means that this angle, so here is the angle is theta A, A cos theta A plus J, A is the magnitude, A sin theta A. Okay. Similarly, B should be B, this is theta B, this will become B cos theta B plus J B sin theta B. Okay, so we have now we have converted both of them in so we have converted now these two phasors, means A and B. These are the two phasors we have written over here in the polar form, and we have converted now these two phasors in the rectangular form. So this is the rectangular form of these phasors. Now we are going to add them. Now let's see how we are going to add and subtract them. Therefore, A plus minus of B. Okay, these are the two phasors we are doing in the same, on the same page. A is what? A cos theta A plus J A sin theta A. Okay, so plus of minus of that, we are just writing plus minus of B. Now we are writing B over here, B cos theta B plus JB sin theta B. Okay, you can write it like this. Now after simplifying this, ये आपका हो जाएगा A cos theta A plus minus B cos theta B. Okay, plus J should be common, इससे और इन दोनों क्वांटिटी से हम लोग J कॉमन ले लेंगे, तो आपका आ जाएगा A sin theta A plus minus B sin theta B. Now this, finally we are getting this after adding or subtracting. Okay, it can be observed, now you can write this, it can be observed that for addition of the phasors, real part, these are the real part and these are the imaginary part. The part which is J, okay, J notation, it is the imaginary part and this is the real part. So phasor is simply the sum of the real and the imaginary part. So this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So after addition and the subtraction, you can see that it can be observed that for addition of the phasors, real part are added together. We have added the real part together and subtracted, and so far imaginary parts are also added or subtracted together. The same rule follows. Okay, this rule for addition and subtraction can be extended to 3 or more phasors. अब इसमें जितने ज़्यादा आपके फेजर्स बढ़ते चले जाएंगे, उसी तरह आप ये कर सकते हैं कि अगर आप प्लस थर्ड फेजर आ जाता है सपोज, तो थर्ड फेजर की क्वांटिटी सिंपली यहाँ पर ऐड हो जाएगी आपकी, और इसी तरह उसका इमेजिनरी पार्ट यहाँ ऐड हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज सिंपली द एडिशन एंड द सब्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ द फेजर्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड मल्टीप्लीकेशन. Multiplication and division of phasors. So simply again we are representing the same phasors over here. A we have represented over in the last one, A cos theta A plus J A. So for multiplication and division, the phasors should be in a polar form. Okay, now these two phasors are in a polar form, and in case if we have the phasors in a rectangular form, then first we convert those phasors in a polar form, then we will do the multiplication and the division. Okay, now we have two phasors, A equals to A angle theta and B phasor equals to B angle theta B. Okay, now for multiplication, the magnitude of the phasors A and B should be multiplied, whereas the phase angles, this theta and theta B, will be added. Okay, so thus A phasor multiplication multiplied by B phasor, this will become A theta A into B theta B, which will become equals to A dot B multiplied by B, and phasor should become theta A plus theta B. So this is your multiplication. Okay, in case of division, for division, the phasor A divided by phasor B means A theta A divided by B theta B. In this case, the magnitude, that is A and B, should be divided, and the phase angle should be subtracted. So A divided by B, okay, and theta A minus theta B. So this is the division of the phasors. So likewise we are going to do this in the case of multiplication. The magnitude should be multiplied and the phasor should get added, and for the division, the phasor the magnitude should get divided and the angles should be subtracted from each other. Okay, now let us do one of the problem with that. Find the sum. You must write down that problem. Find the sum and the difference. Okay, both the thing, sum and difference of this these phasors. Okay, sum and difference of the phasors, which is given by A is given by 4.7472, whose angle is given by 116.565. okay, and the second phasor is given by B is equals to 8.485 with the angle 45 degree. Okay, instead of summing, do sum, difference, multiplication and division. Okay, do all these things. Let us calculate this. Okay, so we have A is equals to 4.472, angle 116.565 degree. This is in the polar form. Okay, let's convert it into the rectangular form. Now how you are going to convert this polar and into the rectangular form? When you use the calculator, the two switches are given over there, REC and POL. So if you are going to convert this polar form, this is a polar form, into the rectangular form, then you should write REC and then enter these values, 4.472, and the second value is 116.565. then you going to enter, you will get both the values, this one real and the imaginary value. Okay, it will come like this for A, and B second phasor is 8.485, angle 45 degree. We will going to have 6 plus J6. So this is the rectangular form and these are the polar form. Okay, both of these are the polar form. So now we have both the forms, rectangular whereas the polar form. Now first what we have to do, we are going to do the sum of this, A plus B, and for the addition and the subtraction we need the phasors in a rectangular form. So we have that. So we are just now going to add both of these phasors, -2 plus J4 and plus 6 plus J6. Okay, real part plus real part, 4 plus J10. So we have got the answer here in the rectangular form. You can convert this in the polar form also. The value of the polar form you will get 10.77 and angle should be 68.2 degree. Okay, so polar to rectangular and rectangular to polar, you can do these things by using your scientific calculator. It is mentioned over there how you are and if anyone of you don't understand how you are going to do this, then you can ask me in personal. And then this is a plus b, then a minus b, just simply do the subtraction, minus 2 plus j4 minus of 6 minus of j6. Okay, this will become minus 8 minus j2. Okay, this is the rectangular form, and if you are going to convert this rectangular form into polar form by using the calculator, you can do this and you will get 8.246 minus of 166 degree angle. Okay, so we have got the addition and the subtraction of the two phasors. Now we are going to do the multiplication of these two phasors, and for the multiplication you need both the phasors in a polar form. Okay, so polar form it was given, the 4.472 angle 116.565, this is a phasor, and 8.485 angle 45 degree, this is the second phasor. Just multiply the magnitude of this. When you multiply the magnitude, you will get 37.94 945. Okay, and the angle should be added in the multiplication, so you will get 161.565. okay, so this is the polar form we have got after the multiplication. You can also convert this into the rectangular form, and you will get minus 36 plus j12. So we have got both the polar form and the rectangular form of the multiplication of the phasors. Now let us divide the phasors, a divided by b in the same way. 4.472 angle 116.565 divided by 8.485 and 45 degree angle. Okay, we are doing the division of this. So for division, we must have we have tell you that the angle should be get subtracted and the magnitude will be divided by this. Okay, so now minus 45 degree, and you just divide both of these and the magnitude of both of these, and you will get the answer. So after the division, you will get 0.527, and the angle, if you subtract 116.565 from minus 45, you will get this angle. Okay, so this is in the polar form, and likewise you can also convert this into the rectangular form. So in this turn we have studied the representation of the phasors, okay, voltage and the current phasors on the same line, and then we have learned how to do the subtraction, how to do then we have studied the rectangular and the polar form of the phasors, how we represent the phasors in the rectangular and the polar form, and then we have studied that how we are going to do the sum, the subtraction, the difference, and the multiplication and the division of the two phasors. Okay, so for this this turn we are going to study till now this much, and on the next turn we are going to study about the purely resistive and capacitive and inductive circuits. Okay, so thanks a lot for now.